of you, my dear brothers and sisters. I am your English teacher Shivam sir, and I welcome from the bottom of my heart on my YouTube channel. So my dear friends, brothers and sisters, how are you and how is your English speaking journey? I hope you are making the best use of these videos, and especially you are following my given instructions. I mean to say, if you are expressing yourself, if you are writing your thoughts, if you are writing your future plans, if you are writing your daily routines. So my dear friends, writing is a thing. Actually, it is not only a common thing, it is a key thing to grow in English speaking level smartly and impressively. So my dear friends, here I am again with another and very important lesson, and the lesson is clause. In this video I am going to discuss about clause. Actually my dear friends, most of the students are confused in the matter of clause. Actually clause is a very sweet and very important thing in English grammar and also in English speaking. And there is a very tiny and puny difference between a sentence and a clause. Actually all these confusions I am going to clear out in detail in this video. So my dear friends, if you have book, then very good, and bring a pen, and if you don't have, then right now go and pick a pen and a diary or a notebook and make notes out of these videos and make the best use of this video. If you are new on my YouTube channel Shri Coaching Center, so my dear friends, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And I have already uploaded many useful videos of English speaking. So if you haven't watched those videos, so please, after watching this video, go to the playlist and watch those videos and improve your English speaking, improve your knowledge and get a better position. Go one more step ahead in English speaking. So my dear friends, without wasting any kind of time, let's get started. Clause and how we use clause in our daily speaking or smart speaking. So let's get started. So my dear friends, let's discuss about clause. What is clause? So clause kya hai? Let's discuss about it. If I discuss about the definition or the bookish definition of clause, so the book says about clause. किताबें clause के बारे में क्या कहती हैं? So clause is a group of words. Clause is a group of words that must have a subject and a verb, and most importantly, and it is meaningful. Full stop. Clause is a group of words that must have a subject and a verb and it is meaningful. Clause शब्दों का वह समूह होता है जिसमें एक सब्जेक्ट और एक वर्ब होनी चाहिए और वह अर्थपूर्ण भी होना चाहिए. So my dear friends, clause is a group of words that must have a subject and a verb and it is meaningful. For example, he laughs. He is a subject and laugh is a verb. वह हंसता है, subject and verb. So we can say that this is a clause. But my dear friends, a question is, you are thinking about a question, sir. Then what is the difference between a clause and a sentence? If this is a clause, so maybe this is a sentence also. Yes, my dear friends. Now let's discuss about what is the difference between a sentence and a clause. What is the difference between a sentence and clause? My dear friends, clause is a small unit of a sentence. क्लॉज किसी भी वाक्य की छोटी इकाई होती है। आई मीन टू से नंबर ऑफ क्लॉजेस make a sentence. When one or two or more than two clauses meet together form a sentence. एक sentence में कई clause होते हैं and sentence is a complete thought giving sentence or group of words. एक वाक्य को पढ़ने के बाद, सेंटेंस को पढ़ने के बाद हमको उस पूरी इन्फॉर्मेशन का पता चल जाता है। बट क्लॉज इज अ इनकम्प्लीट सेंस गिविंग ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स। आई मीन टू से क्लॉज जो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स होता है, क्लॉज कभी अपने आप में कंप्लीट सेंस नहीं देता है, कंप्लीट अर्थ नहीं देता है। क्लॉज इज अ इनकम्प्लीट सेंस गिविंग ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स। ये क्लॉज को पढ़ने के बाद, उसको समझने के बाद आप उसको पूरी मीनिंग को नहीं समझ सकते हैं, बिकॉज क्लॉज इज नॉट कंप्लीट बट सेंटेंस। After studying a sentence, you will understand the whole matter. But clause is incomplete. Let's take an example. Clause incomplete होता है। मैं फिर से आपको बता दूं कि clause सेंटेंस की स्मॉल यूनिट होती है। क्लॉज इज अ स्मॉल यूनिट ऑफ सेंटेंस एंड एक सेंटेंस में कई क्लॉज हो सकते हैं। देयर आर मैनी क्लॉजेस in a sentence. Okay my dear friends, many clauses meet together, join together and form a sentence, and clause is an incomplete sense giving group of words. For example, that he is a thief. That he is a thief. He is a thief. So my dear friend, that he is a thief. कि वह एक चोर है, कि वह एक चोर है। So कि वह एक चोर है, कि means क्या, what is the behind it, what is the matter, what is the reason behind it that he is a thief. So this type of group of words is called a clause. इस प्रकार के जो ग्रुप होते हैं वर्ड्स के, वो क्लॉज कहे जाते हैं। इनकम्प्लीट सेंस गिविंग ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स। बट अ सेंटेंस इज अ कंप्लीट सेंसिबल ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम वॉचिंग मूवी। So I am watching movie, मैं मूवी देख रहा हूँ, that's it. After studying this sentence, I got the complete thought of this sentence. So this is a simple difference between sentence and clause. Clause is a small unit of sentence. Now my dear friends, I hope you are getting the information, you are understanding my point. Now come to the types of clauses. Types of clauses. So my dear friends, in English grammar, especially when we transform synthesis, when we study about simple, compound and complex, and especially in complex sentences, clause is a thing which is mostly used thing. So type of clauses. So my dear friends, there are three type of clause in English grammar. Yes, there are three types of clauses in English grammar. There are three type of clauses in English grammar. First is principal clause. Principal clause. Some people or book says it is a independent clause. It is an independent clause. It is an independent clause. Independent clause. I mean to say, principal clause or independent clause is a complete thought giving clause. जो प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज होता है वो अपने मीनिंग के लिए किसी पे डिपेंड नहीं रहता है. दैट्स वाई वी कॉल इट इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज or independent clause, there is another name of this clause. It is main clause. Main clause, people call it by different names: principal clause, independent clause or main clause. So these three things are the one thing. Okay, now clause number 2. So the second clause is subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. So my dear friends, few teachers call it dependent clause. Dependent clause. Dependent clause. Yes, my dear friends. So dependent clause or subordinate clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause is a clause which is depend on the principal clause और ऑन द अदर क्लॉज फॉर इट्स मीनिंग. अपने मीनिंग के लिए जो सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज या डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज होता है दूसरे क्लॉज या प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज पे डिपेंड करता है. So subordinate clause, that's why we call it dependent clause. So dependent clause is a clause or subordinate clause is a clause which is depend on the other part of a sentence or on the principal clause for its meaning. अपने अर्थ के लिए principal clause पे depend होता है. So this is the second clause. And now the third clause is coordinate clause. Coordinate clause. Coordinate clause. It is a very important clause, and we use coordinate clause when we have two separate type of sentences. हम लोग coordinate clause का यूज़ तब करते हैं जब हमारे पास बिल्कुल सेपरेट चीज़ें होती हैं. Example like or. Okay, like or we can say I am going to tell you one example of coordinate clause. Come here or stay at home. Come here or stay at home. So here यहाँ आइए या घर पे रहिए, घर पे ठहरिए. So coordinate, there is nothing relation, there is no relation between these two sentences or clauses. Come here, यहाँ आओ या फिर घर पे रहो. That's it, finish. So we use coordinate clause this way. और हमको coordinate clause शो करने के लिए coordinate conjunction का भी यूज़ करना होता है. So or is a coordinate conjunction. That's it. So we show or we make coordinate clause in English grammar by use coordinate conjunction. So these are three main clause in English grammar: principal clause or independent clause or main clause. Number 2, subordinate clause or dependent clause. And number 3, coordinate clause. So we have few more important thing, my dear friends. I am going to discuss about the subordinate clause. Yes, my dear friends, subordinate clause is very important to understand, and the use of subordinate clause in English grammar is also very important. So let's discuss about the subordinate clause in separate way. So my dear friends, let's discuss subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, or we can say dependent clause. Dependent clause. Dependent clause. So my dear friends, there are three kinds of subordinate clause. Three types, or we can say three types of subordinate clause, and they are: first is noun clause. Number 2 is adverb clause. And number 3 is adjective clause, adjective clause. So my dear friends, these are the three kinds of subordinate clause. Yes my dear friends, we have three main: principal, subordinate and coordinate. And subordinate has also three parts: noun clause, adverb clause and adjective clause. So my dear friends, these are very important for the English grammar, for the English speaker. So this video is getting lengthy, so I want to quit this video right now, and in my next video I will discuss about the noun clause, adverb clause and adjective clause in details. So my dear friends, if you liked and enjoyed this video, then right now hit the like button, and if you think that this video is very important in the point of view of the student of intermediate and high school and also for the English speaker, so share this video in your social media education group. And please, if you haven't subscribe my channel Shri Hari Coaching Center, then right now subscribe my channel also. So my dear friends, on the last note, I want to say the slogan of our channel, and the slogan is: the more you practice, the better you feel, and the more you practice, the better you will be one day. So feel English, love English, like English. We shall meet in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.